football played across the Atlantic Ocean. Almost 80,000 of our closest friends here today joining us in Madrid's Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Madrid. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On play action now, Wilson. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Wilson out of the pistol. Dump off to his fullback. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here we go, shot.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out in sacks. Here we go, 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, hitting it for the first time. He cuts it right. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
19, Charger, 19, go!
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels buys time, rolling right. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
3rd and short, Daniels. Looking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On the set.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Set up. Past the 60. Past the 60.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his...
And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. 18.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They run the counter to Achane, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Rush coming for Wilson. Here's a screen for Achane. This is taken ahead to the 42. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's batted away up front. His throw doesn't even get beyond the line. Thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 6.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted the 21-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Go.
Wilson now from the gun. Gets this one to Waller. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll be facing 2nd and goal coming up as we reach the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
65. Cowboys. Dragon 60. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
60 Maverick.
Daniels setting up the play action. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook flies wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Play action now. Daniels escapes the pocket. He's got it over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. 18, 19.
Again, Daniels to the air. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 79. Ready.
To throw again, it's Daniels. He's got it at the 5. And they taken out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
To the air again. Daniels. Chased out to his right. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Dolphins 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Hits him on the out route. Gets some space around midfield. It's a race down the right side. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Rolling left, buying some time. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he gets this down near the 30.
It's a pickup of 46 yards.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
60 by 6. Go.
Wilson now off the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Liking 18.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. Gets some space around midfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Daniels. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked off. Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take
Starting
over
out with an
first
empty
and 10.
backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A 10-yard loss on the
Gonna
play.
need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack. Wilson looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Let's go now. 18 cards.
Wilson out of the pistol. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good effort, but now they've got a choice to make on fourth down.
Positive yardage is positive yardage, and he gets what he can before protecting himself and getting out of bounds. But it still leaves him a little bit short of the first on what looked like a broken play.
He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. If you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Half the 60. Half the 60.
Wilson keeping it here. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. He wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Back to work they go after the interception. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Nothing. Let's go.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders tie the game on the half's final play. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dolphins 20. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Daniels on first down. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
To throw again on second down. Daniels. Short pass brought in. Down the left sideline he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. Escapes a defender. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wilson now from the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Wilson's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Down two, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
Going strong at the 30. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now pitch it to Krosky Merritt. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play, but hey, still a win for this offense. They've got 1st and goal now from the 2. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Eckler is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push this to an 8-point game. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt.
Washington will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone. That extends their lead to 10 points. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, here's Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Come on, set. Cougars,
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. This is complete to Waller. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now Wilson on the play fake. Finds his back. Achane. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
Yards on the play. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Buying some time left. He's keeping it. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
18 more yards.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wilson with it on first. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry this through the end. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. Here's Daniels. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Achane, a first down carry. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. On play action now, Wilson. Hits his running back. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up third and very short.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Throw caught by his running back. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up. They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shapes 8 points off that lead. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Oh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
By Jack Jones. It's second down.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Headed out right. Caught outside, beyond the marker. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Washington first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first down. Daniels. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up on Mike Hilton. And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to throw it. Looking slant route complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. A lot of space ahead. Keeps himself upright. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get in on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
40. Commanders 36.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. Daniels now on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
A designed run. Daniels will keep it. And second down only works out for a yard. We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Commanders losing by 4. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Now to throw.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Viking 18. 60 Vikings. 60.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
so close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19, Buffalo 18.
Here he is to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Okay, ready?
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves, go!
Desperation time here on 4th. On the move, headed right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Here's Achane at the middle. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Cade. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. So score this as a win for the Commanders. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA